Hello, I'm Bright Chase, composer, illustrator, and tarot reader, here to talk tarot. On this channel, I'm investigating tarot reversals, the tarot reflected. I'm going to talk about the Five of Pentacles in this episode of Bright Reflections. If you're a beginner, or even a veteran tarot reader, you've had at least one instance where a card comes up reversed when you don't expect it. And it's true, the 78 cards of the tarot have enough variation to give us all the positive and negatives we need to know in a reading. So really, reversals seem like extra information to deal with. But like other tarot readers, I try to take everything that happens over the course of a reading as meaningful, and that includes finding a reversal when you don't expect it. So going deeper into that reversal can give you more insight into what's going on in the reading. Now, let me give you my disclaimer, which is that none of what I say here offers a definitive interpretation of any card in the tarot, reversed or upright. My goal is simply to explore some possible reversed meanings and spark your insight for what a card might be trying to say. And if you have a thought or a favorite interpretation for the Five of Pentacles reversed, please comment and share that below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. So let's start. Today's card, the Five of Pentacles reversed. Now, I'm going to talk specifically about the Rider-Waite-Smith today, but you can apply this method for interpretation to any deck you like. Now, first of all, I want to talk about the fives because they all feel really uncomfortable to me, and I think I mentioned in the Five of Cups episode that I felt like the Five of Cups was trying to reveal something about the reader that was uncomfortable for us to talk about. And the Five of Pentacles is no exception. I think that the Five of Pentacles, rather than being more complex in the reverse, becomes simpler to understand. Now, according to Rachel Pollack, the Rider-Waite-Smith Five of Pentacles is connected to the Hierophant, depicting a church window, but focusing on the people outside of it. It suggests that somehow these people are outside the support and community that institution could offer. More pragmatically, you can see them as just flat out broke, and I think that's probably the reading we're all most familiar with. Now, in reverse, that meaning, the out in the cold meaning, or just being outside the confines of convention or tradition or even community or even money, it gets amplified. To me, the Five of Pentacles reversed feels like all of the change falling out of my pockets, being thrown out onto the sidewalk. So it kind of confirms the Five of Pentacles upright meaning, or at least it emphasizes that the querent feels that way. That can also be an upright meaning, but I feel like when the card's reversed, it's like the shutters are closed, that we just don't want your kind around here. Now, this is why you really have to read your cards in context, because the cards around the Five of Pentacles reversed can tell you a lot about what the Five of Pentacles references. On its own, it doesn't mean a whole lot other than shortfall. And the shortfall can be great or small, but you can't tell that unless you have a context for it. A less dramatic take on the Five of Pentacles reversed is simply about exclusion. Sometimes the Five of Pentacles comes up to tell you that something is missing. You've left something out or forgotten about it. In the reverse, the card can say, well, you've actually excluded something and maybe you shouldn't have. It needs to be brought back into the scenario. In other words, you may be aware of the omission. It may be intentional and may require some action. But again, you have to look at the cards around it. You know how I said earlier that when I see the Five of Pentacles in reverse, it makes me think of if you were hanging upside down and all the change fell out of your pockets. The pentacles, which should be at the top, are at the bottom. So to me, it looks like the change falling out of the pockets of the wayfaring figures in the picture. So when I see the Five of Pentacles in reverse, I take a hard look at the cards around it to see if it's trying to tell me that something has been lost. And that can be anything. It can be an object, a person, a feeling, or it can be money. Of course, pentacles are about value, not just about money. They represent anything we assign worth to. So Pentacles can be about our values, our time, even our knowledge. In the Bright Tarot, when I drew this card, I wanted to talk about something enduring that you haven't given your attention to. So the dandelions grow up out of a crack in the sidewalk. The dandelions in the frame kind of stand in for the wayfaring figures in the Rider-Waite-Smith. And they're just simply not where they're supposed to be, right? Dandelions growing up through a crack in the sidewalk, and the beggars standing outside the church where they could be given aid. Both pictures suggest that the central figure is at odds with its environment. As a result, they suffer from a lack of what makes them thrive. In the case of the Bright Tarot, that's light, water, and of course room to expand their roots. It's not too different from the Rider-Waite-Smith. Reversed in the Bright Tarot, the wilted dandelions reach back upward, reminding us that we're only halfway through the pips. We're on step 5 of a 10-step cycle, and now is the moment to show resilience. You can even kind of look at the flowers and wonder if they're maybe focused on that crack in the ground, focused on what's holding them back, on their poverty, rather than focusing on their internal strength. I'm going to leave that there. Hopefully this has given you something to reflect on and illuminated your connection to the cards and their messages. Watch for more videos coming soon. And if you found this video helpful, please comment, like, share, and subscribe. So long for now. Be well, be bright, and always be.